they stay the same. Terrorists upload their victories, and the internet answers back. ISIS is bad. Terrorism is no good. Al-Qaeda is actually good. Wait. Hang on. Oops, wrong script. That was for another op. Our story begins where all modern propaganda does, on Twitter. By 2016, Syria was burning. ISIS was planning a Toyota-sponsored world tour. Rebel factions roamed free, and Assad was clinging to ground with Russian support. And on Twitter, one man was quietly feeding targets to the Russian Air Force. His name, Ivan Sidorenko, pro-Assad war blogger, a man with a Twitter handle and alleged direct lines to the Russian Ministry of Defense. He'd share coordinates, and not long after, those places would vanish in a cloud of smoke. He had already proven himself a couple of months earlier when an airstrike followed one of his tips. But this time, Ivan is in a pickle. He really wants to drop some bombs on an anti-Assad rebel group, but his geolocation skills are subpar. So he makes a post on Twitter. Anyone know where this place is on Wikimapia? Can someone help me find out where the video was filmed? This call for help reached the depths of a certain discussion board, 4chan's poll, the politically incorrect board, Syrian general thread, where a band of internet vigilantes, mercenaries in memes, waited. And that's where this first mission begins. The objective: find the camp.
Private Allen, grab that weapon off the table and fire at the targets behind you.
SG operators get to work. Scanning Wikimapia. Circling tunnels. Matching towers. Studying landmarks. They're hyped. This could be their first op. Ivan then makes the tweet.
Pistol in blue.
But there's a problem. Ivan had already posted the coordinates 7 hours earlier. But he still gives them a small sympathy shout-out. Then came May 30th, another rebel training camp video.
Can SG find it?
Last time, they whiffed. This time, it was personal. This time, the operators combed every detail. The shape of pylons against the sky. Terrain features on the ground, even faint dirt tracks in the layout of nearby buildings. Hours of scrolling through Google Earth, until click, a perfect match. 2 towers, a bend in the road, and those unmistakable power lines sealed it. They had it. Hama provenance. Ivan then gets contacted with the coordinates, who then makes the tweet. After that, things happened pretty quickly.
Russia says it struck 10 more ISIL targets in Syria after vowing to step up its aerial bombardment. A terrorist training camp and a suicide bout factory were among the sites hit, according to defense officials.
Gonna go tell mommy we killed some terrorists on the internet today.
Yeah, bro, looks like our strike was real. It looks like we actually did it.
End the mission there and call it a wrap? Nah, not when the streak is alive. High on success, they try again. June 6th, ISIS footage analyzed. Buildings matched. Target locked.
It's not gonna bomb itself. Ivan has no power now.
Send it straight to mod.
But this time, nothing. No tweet from Ivan this time.
We see it. Start the clock. Roger that. We're there. Start talking.
I don't think Russia
Tweet this
operates
to
in
any
the
defense-related
airspace
official
because
accounts, even to
USAF.
relate.
Tweet it to anyone who can do
Tweet it
shit.
to the CIA account FFS.
One attempt failed. One succeeded. One vanished in a fog of war. But for the first time, anonymous internet users blurred the line between shitposting and actual airstrikes. The direct role of 4chan in the May strike remains debated, but the location match and timing lined up. While some operators were calling in airstrikes, others fought a different war, the meme war. ISIS wasn't just fighting on the battlefields. They were fighting online, flooding Twitter, hashtags, and Google searches with propaganda. Their recruitment depended on it. It was effective, and it was pulling in recruits worldwide. But the internet doesn't take kindly to terror branding, so the counteroffensive began with memes. January 2015, ISIS executed 2 Japanese hostages. Posting the footage online, Japan was horrified, but powerless to strike back militarily. On Japanese forum 2channel, users asked, how do you fight terror without guns, without fueling hate? Their answer, ridicule replaced fear with laughter. Thus, ISIS-chan was born, a green-haired anime girl armed not with rifles, but with melons. Nothing diffuses terror faster than a waifu with melons. They started by Google bombing. Volunteers created thousands of ISIS-chan artworks, flooding the internet with goofy parodies to drown out ISIS propaganda. They hijacked ISIS hashtags with ISIS-chan images, amplified by a bot that unleashed a non-stop of stream of memes every time someone used the hashtag. Fans built online hubs and archives with templates and galleries, making it easy for anyone to join the meme war. The community set strict rules: no gore, no prawn, no insults to Islam, keeping the campaign satirical, not hateful. Even Anonymous joined in, spamming ISIS forums with ISIS-chan memes and turning the character into a hacktivist weapon. Every time ISIS posted online, she was there too. For every fighter with a Kalashnikov, there was an ISIS-chan with a cantaloupe. November 2015, after the Paris attacks, ISIS propaganda spikes. ISIS fighters try to look terrifying. But 4chan had other plans.
How about castrating the image of IS by replacing the faces on all their propaganda photos with bath ducks?
One Photoshop later, Allahu Akbar. Would you rather fight 1,000 duck-sized ISIS members or one ISIS-sized duck? This app was partly inspired by ISIS-chan and was also cross-platform airstriked with hashtag Allahu Akbar. By late 2015, Anonymous had declared all-out war on ISIS. They called it Operation ISIS, a decentralized campaign to hunt down jihadist accounts, report propaganda, and replace hashtags with ridicule.
We will hunt you, take down your sites, accounts, emails, and expose you. From now on, no safe place for you online.
After the Paris attacks, Anonymous launched hashtag UpParis in earnest, which folded into the ongoing UpISIS. They claimed to have taken down thousands of accounts. But the real climax came when they announced December 11, 2015 as ISIS Trolling Day. The objective: flood jihadist hashtags with spam, memes, and trolling until no one could take them seriously. Report for meme duty. When the day came, Twitter feeds filled with spam, shock images, anime edits, endless photoshops. For every ISIS recruitment poster, there was a duck with an AK-47 or a waifu waving a melon. Jihadist hashtags turned into a carnival of nonsense. What had been designed as tools of terror were hijacked into punchlines. This wasn't just random trolling. Anonymous spread playbooks, guides on how to mass report accounts, instructions for drowning out hashtags with spam, even toolkits for less tech-savvy volunteers. Guerrilla warfare waged with memes. The app went viral. All the news outlets reported on ISIS Trolling Day. Some pointed out that the suspensions were temporary and ISIS could always make new accounts. Others argued that the ridicule itself mattered. It robbed ISIS propaganda of mystique. They wanted fear. They got memes. A meme app executed at scale. While ISIS lost ground online, another front opened in Britain. This time, the enemy was the police. The riots had the streets burning. Police were stretched thin and they blamed the internet. London's top cop vowed to hunt down anyone fueling the chaos online.
Who's caught in violation of curfew will be prosecuted without leniency or exception. And I want them to understand what terror really means.
Their hate speech hotline was open for business. But they forgot one thing. If you open a door on the internet, Paul will walk through it. August 2024. After a stabbing in Southport, false rumors online sparked anti-immigration riots across Britain. Mosques attacked. Hotels housing refugees burned. Over 8,000 arrests in a week. Authorities blamed online incitement and launched a crackdown. Police urged citizens to report hate incidents through live chat portals and websites. Think before you post, they warned. In practice, That meant even if you merely thought the wrong thing, the knock could come at your door.
I have done nothing bad my entire life. Hey man, I'm still a virgin. Downloaded a couple of thousand songs off the internet. Who hasn't? Who hasn't?
But that was like waving a red flag in front of a bull. On 4chan's poll, operators saw a new objective: Operation License. The mission: overwhelm the system, run cover for rioters, and humiliate the bobbies, all in the name of the lulz. On August 6th, the first threads appeared. Anonymous posts called for Americans, Canadians, and Australians to join in. Foreigners couldn't be arrested. The logic went, so why not flood UK police chats with nonsense? The objective: tie up operators, distract the crackdown, and generate screenshots worth sharing.
Anons assemble. Internet art at authority. Assist and amplify activists. Australians, Americans, allies, all are appreciated. Act anonymous, act audacious. Again, anons, act.
And so on August 6th, the raid began. TheRussianBadger flooded live chats with coffee pasta and absurd demands.
Oi mate, I went to get some damn halal foods, and some white racist man done not knife me. I'm ending the chat. You got license to end chats?
I want everyone to remember why they need us.
It spread like wildfire all over social media. The raid quickly picked up a name: Pole Ice Chat Raid. Posters joked they were engaging in mimetic warfare to bog down the snitch lines.
Where is the female now if you are hiding in the bin? Attacking some old fella from the sounds of it. He is screaming, like you owe.
From memes, they escalated to misinformation. Fake reports claiming King Charles had been stabbed. Other trolls submitted bogus hate speech cases, swamping the system with noise. Even routine crime reports were disrupted by the deluge. It was a denial of service attack, but with Monty Python accents.
To these people and make the situation perfectly clear to them. The security of this nation depends on complete and total compliance.
A group of masked men tried to offer me kebab for sexual favors. They said give you this donaire if you take care of my boner and things like that. Is there anything that can be done? Where did this happen? In front of Flames Kebab. The donaire was dry too. My neighbor is Albanian. Why is that a police matter? He is Albanian, please send help. I have captured an Albanian. Why have you done that?
Tonight, any protester, any instigator or agitator will be
By August 8th, the system broke. UK police quietly blocked foreign IPs from accessing the live chat portals. The trolls cheered. Victory declared. Can you even hear me over this? I'm just gonna put some subtitles, okay? Screenshots of access denied pages spread across social media as proof of success. For the UK police, it was supposed to be a show of strength. Instead, their hotline became a global punchline. Operation License didn't stop the riots, but it proved once again that the internet fights by different rules. From high visibility policing to the highest value target. Government spent billions, armies scoured mountains, satellites scanned every cave, but the world's most wanted men remained free. And then, one irregular decided he'd finish the job himself. It started like so many apps do, in the unlikeliest of places, A late-night post on 4chan. No generals, no intel agencies, just one anon and one impossible mission. An anon appeared on B, the internet's chaos board. He declared he was heading to Pakistan to hunt down Osama bin Laden himself. The board reacted the only way they know how, shitposts and sarcasm. Some told him to bring grenades, others rifles. But the suggestions that stuck? A medieval broadsword and night vision goggles. Half the board laughed, half egged him on. Up, double down. I'm not kidding. This is a mission from God. Usually, Up never delivers. This time, he did. This wasn't his first Op. It was his 11th. Gary Brooks Faulkner, 50 years old, construction worker from Colorado. A man who believed God himself had given him the mission to capture Osama bin Laden. In the early 2000s, he flew to Pakistan multiple times, stayed in cities, tried to slip into tribal areas, grew out his hair and beard to blend in. In 2005, he tried sailing solo from San Diego to Pakistan. He got caught in rough waters near the US coast and had to be rescued. Other times, he went unarmed, tried to make contact with locals to gather some intel. Told people he'd pick up weapons once he got there.
My name is Hakmet. I'm a terrorist.
Each time he returned home, he claimed visions drove him back. Jesus himself had told him, "Find Osama." He suffered from kidney failure, needed dialysis 3 times a week. Every trip risked his life, but still he deployed. This time was going to be different. For days, Faulkner roamed the Chitran Valley, rugged mountains along the Afghan border. The very ground bin Laden was rumored to hide. Armed with his sword, night vision goggles, and Bible, he searched caves for days. Locals saw a lone American wandering the hills, muttering about his mission from God.
Where am I?
In the end, he never found the right goat that would okay. So in the end, he never found the right goat. In the end, he never found the right goat that would talk. And the ultimate sword fight to the death against bin Laden never happened. On June 13, 2010, Pakistani authorities arrested him. His loadout, exactly as the thread predicted, a 40-inch sword from late-night TV, night vision goggles, a Bible, dialysis meds, and some reports even listed a pistol. The impossible mission had reached its inevitable checkpoint.
Mission accomplished. Good work.
News spread fast. The American who tried to single-handedly capture bin Laden with a sword became a global punchline.
The out-of-work construction worker
arrested on a mission.
The story seemed too bizarre to be true.
The American arrested in Pakistan who claimed he was hunting for Osama bin Laden.
Gary Faulkner from Greeley, Colorado, found alone in a forest in northern Pakistan, armed with a pistol, sword, and night vision goggles.
The late-night shows mocked him. Wired called him American Ninja. ABC interviewed his family. To some, he was a lunatic. To others, a patriot. For once, Op had delivered. He was crowned King of B. 6 years later, Hollywood adapted his quest. Nicolas Cage played him in Army of One. The Mission from God became a comedy film. It was okay.
Reason for visit?
Taking care of business.
He suffered from end-stage kidney disease, needed dialysis 3 times a week. Each mission risked his life, but he kept going. To Gary, it wasn't a meme, it was destiny. If one man could hunt a ghost in the mountains, then surely an army of Anons could find a flag in the sky. January 2017, Shia LaBeouf launches a livestream protest. He will not divide us. The target, Donald Trump's presidency.
Is the way I fly. Who are you? It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan.
New York shut down by violence. Then relocated to Albuquerque, New Mexico. That one was shut down after gunfire. March 2017, after repeated sabotage of earlier installations, the project is relocated to a simple flag, waving in an undisclosed location. No city, no landmarks, just sky. The flag was meant to be untouchable, but the internet's most dangerous operators were watching. The mission: find the flag. Within minutes, the hunt began. Viewers spotted jet trails drifting across the camera. Instead of ignoring it, they pulled up a live flight tracking sites and matched the contrails in real time. After cross-checking a few flights, they realized the only place that fit was East Tennessee. When night came, the stars gave up even more intel. People noticed one bright point that didn't move, Polaris, the North Star. By plotting its position, they narrowed the latitude. Add in the earlier plane data, and the search zone was shrinking fast. Basically, 4chan reinvented ancient seafaring, except instead of sailors, it was some anime avatars arguing about star charts. Then someone dug up a recent photo of Shia at a diner in Greenville a few days earlier. The local weather in that photo and the diner's location matched the weather on the live stream at the time. Further evidence the flag was in that area. They even listened close and noticed frog calls in the background. Croaking matched to the southern species.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
At this point, Greenville wasn't just a guess, it was almost certain. Once the online investigators had a strong suspicion of the exact area, then field deployment was launched by an operative from Pole, a channer on the ground who drove the back roads of Tennessee, honking his horn. Finally, the honk was picked up on livestream. The chat exploded. That was the last piece of the puzzle that confirmed the flag's exact location. March 10, 2017, 0429 hours. The flag was seized. In its place, Pepe the Frog and a MAGA hat. A proof photo of the captured flag was even posted online as a trophy. Shia wanted unity. They gave him Pepe and a MAGA hat. Viewers watched it happen in real time. Internet history's dumbest and greatest flag capture. Within days, the operation forced relocation overseas. The flag went on a European tour, but trolls stamped the passport at every stop. Liverpool, Nantes, Lodz, each one compromised almost as soon as they went live. Trolls tracked, disrupted, or forced shutdowns. The mission's message never recovered. Still, the Tennessee raid is the one everyone remembers. Okay, so I'm gonna have to cover my ass here a little bit. If you don't mind, do not try any of these things at home. Not every op ended with memes and laughter. Some crossed the line into threats. What started as pranks would leave schools locked down, stadiums on alert, and federal agents circling 4chan like vultures. October 2006, what began as a 4chan writing contest spiraled into a Homeland Security alert. 4chan user warned of dirty bombs at 7 NFL stadiums. Blaming it all on the usual suspects. 40 posts later, and knock. There were no bombs, just a 20-year-old grocery clerk. He bragged, most epic win ever, until federal prison. September 11, 2007. Pflugerville High School, Texas, a student posted photos of mock pipe bombs and threatened to blow up the school at 7:11 a.m. on 4chan. This time, he was betrayed by his own. Users on 4chan helped track him down by finding his father's name hidden in the EXIF data of a photograph he took. Then came the knock. It was just a hoax. The weapons were toys and there were no bombs. Fast forward a year, 2008, 4chan versus Scientology. Church of Scientology tried to scrub the infamous Tom Cruise interview video from the internet. 4chan saw it as censorship and declared war, and so the protests began. There was a lot of back and forth between these two.
You make me sick!
The church claimed 96 bomb threats, pointing to the earlier 4chan hoaxes as evidence. Packages of white powder shut down LA Scientology. Media framed Anonymous as terrorists. Anons framed Scientology as liars. Fear was the only winner. Amid all the chaos, at one Los Angeles protest, a white ice cream truck sat watching. There could be anything or anyone inside. All it would take was one spark, and suddenly, the world's biggest meme war turns into a headline. Anonymous bombs LA, Scientology wins. The internet loses. Anons feared the worst. Another bomb, they went digging. The objective: detect and identify the van. The first clue: inconsistent logos. The frosty ICO text on the side and back of the van use different fonts and styles. An amateur disguise. The van's branding doesn't match any real Frosty Ice company. The company didn't exist. Then they checked the van's license plate on California DMV website. Unregistered. Fake plates. Next, they identified the manufacturer. Spectratech, a company specializing in law enforcement surveillance vehicles. By bypassing a login on the company's website, they found PDF showing specs for a mobile surveillance van, a perfect match for the so-called ice truck. Analyzing van features, the video points out several features inconsistent with ice cream truck, but perfect for surveillance. Other features gave it away. The TempCon air conditioning unit only cooled down to 60 degrees, too warm to hold ice. A radio relay symbol on the door required an FCC license. One held not by Frosty Ice, but by the city of Los Angeles. And inside, the driver was seen on a cell phone. A detail matching a report that the LAPD officers often use their own phones because their radios were unreliable. Turns out the mystery van wasn't Scientology or 4chan. It was the LAPD. The watchers were being watched. In the end, no bombs went off. The FBI found nothing behind Scientology's claims. 4chan claimed victory over Scientology and internet supremacy.